Hi everyone, this is Patent Ceramics, and today we're going to be using a slump mold. I just got some clay here, cut about 7 pounds off. I did some ram's head wedging to strengthen the clay, get it malleable and ready to do this. And then I got this nice big rolling pin and rolled out the clay somewhat, and I also threw it around a bit, but I was throwing it on here rather vigorously, and it seems to be making the camera bounce all over, so that's why I'm being really soft with it now. So I'm just going to, well actually I used these guides to roll it out. These are from the side of a window or something. But you could actually just use regular rulers, just like this, as guides in the side for the height of this, to make it sure that it doesn't get too thin. So I've done that. I'm just doing a little bit more rolling here. As you can see, it's such a large piece of clay that it is beyond these guides, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. So this is a bartender's little pan that you'd put, dishes on after you've used it. This was $8.99 in Chinatown. And now I'm going to put a mold release on it. There's lots of different things you can use as a mold release. You could use something like this press and seal, which I like because it really stays on there well. But this is a big piece, and it has a lot of area right here that I want to dry evenly. I could use toilet paper, but it does tend to come up a little bit. Since this is not something that I'm going to use for beauty, it's actually going to be a glaze catcher. I'm going to use just some paper towels on this side here. So I'm just going to rip off some. This will create a pattern on the bottom. But like I said, this is a glaze catcher. I'm not really concerned at all. Okay, here we go. And now we're going to have to put clay on the inside. So that's the difference between the slump mold and the hump mold. Is with the slump mold, you put down your mold and put the clay on the inside. Here we go. Carefully make sure that it reaches all the sides, and it's going to go up on the edges here. I'm going to use my fingers to carefully smooth it into those edges right there. Okay, and now I'm going to use the steel rib. Make sure that it's clean to really firm that bottom, because that's what's going to make it so that it doesn't crack. Also, the wedging beforehand is really important with that, especially for a big flat bottom like this. Okay. Now we're just going to take this fettling knife, and I just want to see how I like this. I think I might go straight down on this. Yeah. The paper towel does get in the way a little bit. So once I get done doing this, I'm going to leave it in this mold overnight. Really smart to use your finger not on the side, not on the top, but at a diagonal to smooth that edge. Otherwise, you're going to have a difficult time with cracking afterward. You don't want that. So here we are, all the way around. I'll get the underside when it dries a bit tomorrow. There's a couple little bubbles in there. I'm not too concerned on them. They're very small. They're not going to explode or anything like that. So now I'm going to take this, put a bag over it, and then tomorrow I can carefully just kind of jig this out of here, and at that point I'm going to put it on top of this. So again, I'm going to take that clay carefully out tomorrow when it shrinks somewhat, and I'm going to put it on this. I'm going to put back that bag on top, leave it there for 3 or 4 days over a box, a nice big box, like this, so it has air. And then I've got my glaze catcher. Thank you very much. Take care.